it's really important going into 2020. Five. I had a colleague of mine. She phoned me up. She mashed up her laptop, and she had an Intel laptop. And I just said to her, "It is if you have an Intel laptop right now, and you're creative, you're not very creative."
It's the truth.
You're just not creative, guys.
It's the truth.
You're still using old versions of Logic, old versions of any Adobe. You're not pushing your thing at all to the limits. Yeah, you love heat. You love to hear.
Affinity Xtra, be Xtra.
Yeah. People, this is your boy here, Roger Moore from Infinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music of Black origin. But we're gonna do the thing, something that I've spoke to one of my colleagues about for the past. It's going on to almost 4 years now. Something that probably 3 years anyway, still which we're gonna do a bit of a tech extra type thing still because without technology, I believe that technology has really enabled creatives, independent creatives like ourselves, definitely, to really reach out and really hit the world. You know what I'm saying? And myself, alongside DJ Marx, we're coming from the analog era in our early years, and we've seen the impact that technology has done for us as creatives. So sometimes people, you see what's going on there. We're gonna hit our appearance from our not only our opinions, but also how we would apply it to our workflow. You know what I mean? And hopefully save you guys some money. And so, yeah, man. So, but DJ Marx, we want to just kick things off, man. Just give us an idea, technology. When did that come into your life? And it sounds kind of weird, people.
Even if I do that, let me share this quick little story, which I thought was quite amazing, actually.
Go.
Because technology for me is like, it's funny. It's one of those things which is ever changing, but at the same time, sometimes it's almost ever looping. So it's coming back around again. So the story I want to share is this. So my niece had her birthday, I think about 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
turned 5, and she was after this camera. She's only like 5, but she likes taking pictures. So she was after this camera. So my mom got this camera made for children. But it was made for children. But it's one of those ones that you could take it out and the picture comes out straight away, like back in the day. There's old ones that you have to flick.
Polaroid. Is that the Polaroid one? Is it one of them Insta big ones?
The Insta ones we have to flick to get a picture. So she had one of those, and she was so gassed with it. And I was kind of thinking, to think that this is something that people used to use back in the day.
Well, my grandma had
it's come around now, and the kids are like so amazed, like it's something brand new. And I'm thinking, wow. We're looking at, and the thing that was really interesting is that when the pictures came out of the camera, they literally looked like they were made 30, 40 years ago. So the way they did it was like really good. But I was just very surprised by the fact that young people were like now getting into some of this old kind of tech in one way. I mean, the model and everything else looked like it was modern, but the technology behind it, in the picture, obviously that's something that from back in the day.
It's
so
like a hybrid. It's like rather than ignoring it, and analog. It's like, for me, when it comes to audio engineering, it's like having a mixing desk which is analog but has digital features. And you know what I'm saying? I don't like to go full digital, and full analog is a bit too old school. So it's about having a hybrid for me. You know what I mean? I'm all happy for that. You know what I mean? So 100%, and like I said, we're both in the age group where we saw the introduction of technology in a way where just overnight just changed. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do, guys, is we wanna we're gonna do a show. We're gonna be going through some watch out for the next few episodes. We're gonna do this show where we're gonna be looking at some old items, taking out to my old junkyard, which I refuse to throw away. You know what I'm saying? If you want, if you're a millionaire and you want anything, just give me a holler at your boy. We could negotiate something, guys. But we're gonna look at some tech of the past. Behind me, people always come in the room and it's not until you really look, you realize the technology that's behind me. So we're gonna talk about that and how it's fit into you know, what we do and how we do it, and really kind of, you know, go through memory lane with that one there. But first and foremost, guys, you know, it really is tech, guys. We spend a lot of money. We spend thousands. We don't want to tell our missus how much we really spend on them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's no
it's not much on it. It's just a quick thing.
You know what is there? I got a discount. You know the one there still, man. With 10%, he's not with 10% of $2,000. You know the one there still. You know. So won't go into the RRP too much of the life out here on the iPads and stuff. But you know, we want to look at both of us utilize Apple products, but at the same time, we want to reflect that there's been a seasonal change where I believe AI, you know, before we get any further, AI is, I think, commercializing AI, because I do feel that AI as artificial intelligence has always been there, because you know when we used to play against Street Fighter, playing against the computer, that's artificial intelligence.
It is,
you know what I'm saying? So we've always had AI, and it's always been improving over the years. So AI is something which is not new. But the thing is, it's almost the commercializing it to a stage now where it's okay, it's ready to commercialize and actually say it's artificial.
And that's going to be the thing. I mean, we're talking about some of the tech today, you know, especially things like mobile phones and tablets, stuff like that. One of the biggest things being pushed right now is AI. And especially on the newest models. But like I said, it's the only difference now between now and 2-3 years ago is, like you said, it's been commercialized and talked about a lot more. Typical example, you know, they've got this thing now where you can say to Siri or whatever, you know, look for this particular thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll come up in a very unique way. But in essence, Siri has been doing that just in a different way previously. The only thing they've done now is change the interface in terms of what it looks like.
And man to go,
and how she responds to you and stuff like that. But the general technology of it has been around and doing stuff for people for the longest time. You know, people always been complaining for however long that every time they say Alexa's name, she just comes on. You know what I'm saying? So the technology's been there. It's just, like I said, been a lot more commercialized and like just packaged in a nicer way with different screens and all this kind of stuff right now. So you too right there. That's the thing is, it's been repacked. Well, Apple's just been a company which we, you know, as much as we look at Apple products, it's just repackaged technology from everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they streamlined it for their use, and it's 2, 3, 4, 5 years later when they really trust it. When they put it in their products and stuff like that. But before we get into Apple and such, you know, there's been 2 great launches over the past few months. Firstly, Samsung. It really highlights a technology, bro, which is like I'm still not comfortable with. My sister-in-law, she's got a fold phone. What are you saying about? And the thing is, I'm tempted. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea of having the fold. You know, the actual big fold, and it has that size. I like the idea of that size. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I want an Apple, you know, like the small one, mini. That's why I want an iPad mini. Only when it upgrades now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But what you saying is fold technology. Have you had a fold phone? Let me say, I had a fold phone when fold phones were back in the day.
I was saying, well, that's about Motorola wings now.
I had fold phones back in the day, and I wasn't never a big fan. Even when I had it back then, I think it was more because it was the hype thing that everyone was going on about, so I got one. But I've always preferred the standard, the straight up phones. These are the phones that I like.
Okay, cool. So straight screen.
I one thing about me, and as you've said, we're tech guys, so I love the fact of looking at the technology, seeing what they're doing, all that kind of stuff. I love that. I mean, if someone wants to give me one, and I'll happily like put it on my table and use it every blue moon and say I've got one, but I wouldn't go out and buy one. But I love the technology of it. Again, it's been commercialized. Everything you look at something, you think, oh, that looks really good. Actually, I can see how I would use that. But I wouldn't go out my way to buy it. But the Samsung phones, the price nice
difference, it's there. But when they give you the price, you're like, oh, it's almost $2,000, man. I'd rather get a normal, a brand new, I'd rather an iPad than to get that. You know what I mean? But if that came out, if Apple bought that out, bro.
There's rumors Apple working on one.
No. There is rumors they're working on it. What price would be sensible?
I mean, at the end,
iPad mini size folded.
that's going to be similar to the Galaxy Z Fold. And like you said, their one is going for on here right now, I'm looking at it, it's £1,800. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money for a phone.
And Apple would do it for 2.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair to that, I mean, depending on the interface, because if it's going to be similar to like how iPhone is and iPads are, essentially you could have it as a phone, and when it's flipped, it's almost like a little mini tablet. You know, it's like an iPad mini. You know what I'm saying? I think if iPhone do one similar to that, they're probably going to be pricing it about the same thing, or in fact, they'll probably just go straight to the full £2,000.
£2,000 in it, yeah, £2,000.
Apple, they have the technologies, but they always seem to give that extra bit of a price to whatnot. And you know, the Z Flip 6, that just reminds me of. Do you know ever have the Game Boy SP? I think the one that used to fold over the Game Boy SP.
Yes, yeah.
You used to fold them, you could open it up, and you got the top screen there.
Man, that was cool, though.
That's
that
what
was
it reminds me of.
Yeah. It's one of the ones that if I think we would spend the money, because it's almost a case of it's an iPad but a phone, because a phone is powerful. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, bro. It's just the screen. Yeah, that's my biggest concern, bro. That line down the screen, you know what I mean? And after a wear and tear, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, every tech review that I've ever watched, you know, when I go into the shops now, look at the phones and all that kind of stuff, that's the one thing you can't hide, is that line. You know what I'm saying? Like at the right light, you're going to see that line, and that's going to bother me as well. And especially like I've got this kind of OCD thing going on. If I see that line, I'm going to be doing all that, trying to get rid of the line myself. You know what
the old days of getting the crease out of the screen,
lick the finger and try and press it down. But I don't know. Like I said, I love the technology of it, and the screens. I mean, apart from the line, which if you look close enough, you'll see it. The screens themselves, a lot of them are OLED, look crisp. Real crisp screens.
Yeah, man, Samsung screens, man. Yeah.
So, I mean, for people that don't know, that a lot of the screens on the iPhones are actually from Samsung. So that goes to show you Samsung know what they do when it comes to screens. So I mean, like I said, the technology is ridiculous. Similar to iPhone, the chips are getting just as powerful.
Yeah, man. Especially with the new Snapdragons bro. So they're coming for the M. I think really Apple with their latest A series, latest M series chips were just slapping up people. But then ARM really hit it out with the Snapdragon chips out there. I think Intel's tried a thing still, but
I think a lot of the stuff as well, especially like the technology there obviously that you could do a lot more with it. But if you watch the adverts, it's very clear that they're targeting a certain market and audience, because nowadays everything is like instant messaging, social media, emojis, blah blah blah. And when I watched the commercials, like one of the commercials they were showing for the new Samsung phones was, you could say, no, it wasn't for the Samsung actually, it was the Google phone, where you could literally say into the phone to create a picture for you, and you could say something like, create me a picture of a dragon walking down the road being chased by 4 bears, and the sun burning down on them, and it'll just do its circle, and suddenly you've got this picture that AI is creating of exactly what you've just said. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely crazy. I mean, the good thing is they've said at the moment it can't really do people. I couldn't say like
gotta have a big DJ Marx in the wrong place. You know the one that's there. DJ Marx is
on social media, all that.
Facebook being tagged.
Exactly.
I don't want nothing to do with that. All them
things they're saying that at the moment the thing can't produce those kind of things, but it can produce, like like I said, create a picture of, I don't know, some popular thing or something like Aslan from Witch of the Woods, Aslan being chased by the White Witch, and all this kind of stuff.
Well, to be honest, guys, if you do follow us on social medias, do check us out at Affinity Xtra. Affinity Xtra at Affinity Xtra, where we are. We have dropped a series with one of our young people. He's been doing our we're working on AI, and we've been utilizing AI we utilize Canva, and we've been messing with AI and Canva and generating our own imagery for Affinity Xtra. So there's a little bit AI marker, and also we use Adobe stock, and we've been looking at AI imagery, and it's amazing in there. And what I've noticed, thanks to AI, stock imagery is very white a lot of white people in it, but with the AI now, it's there's a lot of black AI imagery. You know, as much as they're going, where's the proper photos for black people? But it doesn't matter now. It's really flooded and really covered a lot of scenarios when it comes to black people and when it comes to looks. But you touched a bit there about Google, bro, and the flip thing. I can't now. I don't need my phone to be smaller than this to fold it. I don't see it being something which is an importance to me to fold the phone as this is. I know they got the Flip 6. I just don't see it being half its size an advantage to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's like I say, it's for certain. I mean, even when they first started advertising it, right, a lot of the people they had in the adverts were women because they were showing pictures of women slipping it into their bag, or like those modern men slipping it into the side of their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
In
that kind of
pants.
stuff. In their skinny jeans and stuff like that. So they know who they're targeting and stuff like that. But like I said, for me now, I mean, again, I use my phone for more than just like calls and stuff like that. I use it as a multimedia device as well.
Yeah, cool.
So, you know, I'm watching my Netflix and Amazon and all that kind of stuff, and I'm using it as a secondary camera for
you on a folder. The folder video. I mean, you're watching some series. You're going, there's a big folder. The man stands in the folder, right in the middle. He's a different color. I don't care what they say. It's going to be a different color for his nose, and that'll just knock me off, bro.
So for me, I'm not interested in phones, but like I said again, they're beautiful things, bro. They're absolutely beautiful things.
But it's not one. So we say that, guys, and we move on to where Google is at. So Google is also separate on their fold, which is a little bit cheaper. Their Pixel Pro Fold, which people are talking about right now. Looking at some great piece of tech, bro, again. And you know what is? I'll more likely buy a Google Pixel. If I'm gonna go Android, I'll get a Google phone. I'll be honest with you, not Samsung, Google, because I feel like it's always better to get. If I'm gonna get a PC laptop, I'll get a Surface. I don't get. I've seen the advantage of being the whoever makes operating system, whoever's the device that make it, their device to their device is made for that. You know what I mean? So Apple, we used to be having, it's just made for this product. Obviously, they don't have any other project for the system. But then Google, they have their own phone. So get their phone, and the phone is half decent. And on top of that, for me, you saw and with Microsoft, they got a very good laptop, and just get there. You can just work it better.
See, the thing for me is like, okay, I mean, I know you're similar because because of the way that we work. I just find obviously the Apple products work better for me. So I'm within the Apple ecosystem, you know, Macs, iPads, phones, you know, the whole shebang, watches, blah blah. But, and I say this to my friends all the time, if I wasn't needing that stuff for what I do, I would easily say I'm gonna buy like a Samsung or whatnot, because they make some really nice phones. The only thing I wouldn't buy wouldn't be a Google phone.
Oh my god! Okay, cool.
And this just comes down to like years ago. I'm talking about like when they first released their phones.
Because Google had a phone before. When
they first released their phones, I bought one, and it was the most terrible experience I ever had. Even the way that it worked, my contact list, my messages, it was absolutely terrible. What phone was that called again? And it put me off. I can't remember. All I know is that I hated it.
When Android just started off, it was that phone, the very first was it Google phone? It was BlackBerry. The BlackBerry's out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And this phone was one of the first phones to use Android.
Yeah, we could probably even Google it, to be fair. Let me do that.
Because that phone, it was a good phone. But I didn't...
See, I don't know if this is even going back. Yeah, it might have been even like the Google Nexus, to be fair. I can't even remember. All I know is it was a terrible experience. And see, one of my pet things is, I don't know, you see the people when they got laptops and their desktop is covered from the whole screen just packed with different icons and stuff like that. That's how I felt with the Google phones. Like there was so much stuff just going on and not controlled.
It's like using Cubase.
Yeah, iPhone, you see you got a few apps there, you know. It looks clean. The Google one, at the time, everything just felt terrible.
But it was too customizable. And when you know what I mean, where Apple's always been very rigid. You know what I'm saying? People didn't like that. You know what I mean? On whatsoever, you know. And what I do find, I know we're gonna get some haters about, we're biased towards Apple, but I'll just be straight and honest with you guys. You know, generally people just hate us. You know what I mean? Bro, you got an Apple laptop and you got a Samsung phone, like, guys, they don't even communicate when it comes to comes to address book. So you don't know about workflow. We know about speed of work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the speed. My wife, she does a podcast, died of a kidney warrior, and she, you know, she's suffering with doing the camera on the phone and whatsoever. You know, connecting to a laptop. And this is the idea to anybody. Here's a little trick. It may seem a basic trick. If you want to record a video, you got an iPhone, you got a Mac. You don't even have the top one. She has the M1 MacBook Air. You know what I mean? She connects her iPhone 16 to an iPhone. You know, to a Mac. You know what I'm saying? Puts a camera there, records herself, and records her video in QuickTime. You know what I'm saying? Utilizing the camera off the phone. Simple thing. She records it straight onto her phone, and then edits the video quickly in her system. Because I said to her, and she's like, oh, the quality of the pitch is amazing. Because what he's done is, like, people record it on your phone, then put it onto your device, and then you're into workflow issues. So the simple thing is just record it straight onto there through QuickTime, utilizing the sense and the camera. It's a simple fix. And then you get tell me you guys have Samsung phone. They don't care how good that camera is, bro. When you're gonna convert it in a lower version codec onto your thing, so you're gonna have a DUF version codec, which is not gonna be at the best quality on your Mac. But anyway, guys, you know, sorry, that did I go too geek on that one, bro?
I felt like you was expressing the pain of using the Samsung phone.
I thought I was having to go out with some presenters.
Well, you know, we don't want to call out no names, Lady T.
I was going to go alphabet, you know. I was going to go S, you know, Lady S, you know what it is. I don't know what I mean. So, but we get into Apple Tech because, you know, I want to get these things out, and what we're going to do is continue to put out some again usable situations that we utilize this tech in anyway. So but first and foremost, let's say iPhone 16, it's iPhone 15. Forgive me, people, that's a mistake by me, but she used an iPhone 15 over there. So sorry guys, the reason why I say iPhone 16, big things are gone, you know what I'm saying? Because
the
iPhone 16,
that one.
So the problem with iPhone, as soon as this is launched, the only time to get this phone is in the first 2 months. Because you're gonna spend the next 10 months in torture, because everybody's talking about the new iPhone. As soon as this iPhone is done, bro, it's painful. But we both, you got 15 in it.
No, my 15 got mashed, so I had to buy a quick 14 plus. So that's the 14 plus. But you know, it's doing well. Vodafone.
How do you mash your phone? Oh, okay, guys, you know that.
Vodafone and EE been offering to give me a free upgrade, but I've been holding off till like Apple had their event.
Cool.
I can see if I can get the 16. So you know what? I'm just kind of like bearing with this one for now.
Okay,
16's coming, man.
Okay, cool. No, we see that, people. We see that. So, but you know, when it comes to everybody, iPhone, what's your it does annoy me with the iPhone when you really look at it, bro, because it's only incremental upgrades. For me, the USB-C was important, very important, but it was annoying because when you've got a 14 as your second phone and you got a 15 as your first phone, you got problems, bro.
No, I've noticed the difference going down from the
12.
15
So I got 12.
To this one, like. I can tell the difference personally, even though it's minor changes. I can tell the difference. But like you said, the USB-C is a game changer. When the 15 Pro came out, one of the first things I wanted to do was test how good the Pro was with the first, because that was the first one, the 48 megapixel camera.
Yeah, cool. Yes, correct. Yeah.
So I used it for to run all my interviews and stuff for a award show. Yeah. Just using iPhone camera, and like the quality was just like ridiculous. And the USB-C enabled me to do two things, which was to connect SSD straight into it. So I literally can just record straight onto that, and also using USB-C from the Rode MEs and wireless mics. You know what I'm saying? Straight into it as well. So without having to use an adapter.
Adapter, but which is like you have to get a special lightning cable, which only, you know what I mean? So it becomes a nightmare.
So it was good to test it out, and like I'm glad that now it's an EU standard. Apple officially cannot release any more lightning products. Yeah, they're not allowed. So I'm glad that's gone now.
Even the US guys are happy with it. They say thank you EU. You know what I'm saying? Literally. It's definitely a for me a really important part for them going forward. So are you looking forward to 16, or are you just like
no? Listen, I'm looking forward to the 16. Because I even more so, because I can notice the difference since I lost out on my 15 Pro Max. I noticed the difference. So it's been a bit of a burn for me for the past month, not being able to upgrade back to the 15 Pro Max, just waiting for the 16. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, cool. So with so you got that there. We're looking forward, but I want to take a step back because we were smoking cigars of highness, going on when we saw this thing called Apple Vision Pro. So I heard that is that still on your Christmas list?
That was on my birthday list, my Christmas list, everything. The only reason I haven't got
I still want one though. Yeah. I still want one.
I just can't bring myself to paying £3,000 for it. And I tell you what it is that I think phone is different. It's buying a phone for like £1,000, just over £1,000. It's still big money here, right? But I can kind of like push myself over to get that. But this Vision Pro, especially for the first generation where they're still ironing out a lot of the stuff, I'm kind of like, you know what? If I want to spend £3,000, I need you to be working at optimum from out the box. I don't know problems. I don't want to hear about this ain't working, and I don't want to see like next year a new feature comes out which I suddenly can't get on this thing. The only thing is, I don't think, based on how slow Apple are working to push out the tech and stuff like that for it, I don't think they're going to make another Vision Pro for another few years. That's me personally. I don't think they are. I think they're going to just focus on getting the software right, getting all the developers involved in doing stuff, and iron out all the stuff, learn what they can, and then another one.
I do think they're going to go forward. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great concept when they was there testing it out. Everyone's there going, oh this looks good. This looks good. Great. It does look good.
It does. But they wouldn't have sold a whole load of them like they would have done like Max stuff, because like I said, the price is going to edge a lot of people out. I do reckon they're going to hold out before they release another one. They're going to treat. I reckon they're going to treat it like how they've done with the AirPods Pro Max. So they brought out that one that goes over the ears like this. But that was like a number of years ago. You know what I'm saying? And since then, people have been saying, they're going to bring a new one out. I reckon that's what they're going to do with the Vision Pro. Is literally just wait.
Because I messed up with the Pro Max headphones, because I will buy one.
See, I want one.
But the thing is, I'm waiting out for to get cheaper and better.
Yeah, it's that case that put me off. The case was getting my nerves. The fact that you can't turn it off.
So I think they're going to bring out a new. They are looking to be these big rumors saying they're going to bring out a newer one. And I think they're going to really not only bring out a newer one, just make it more cost effective. £500 was like, yo, where you going, bro?
I mean, I'm not the £500. Like, it was a lot of money, but it's still, because I mean, I've got the Sony XM4s. When I bought that was like 300 or just over £300. So I think I could see myself paying the 500 for the AirPods Pro Max, because I know I would just have it for years anyway.
True.
It was, like I said, for me, it was just the fact I can't turn you off. The case is dodgy. I like having those hard cases on my headphones. So
okay, cool. Yeah. Not that little soft
and
thing.
It was still lightning when I was looking for them to move everything over to USB-C. So there's all these little things which made me think, you know what?
Wait till the USB-C comes out, and I think with the USB, I want to be able to plug USB-C directly into my I want it to be something that goes beyond Apple. You know what I'm saying? So if the next one goes beyond Apple's, it makes a great function for me as a producer, as a music guy. Wow, they're still So we are cool for me from that perspective anyway. Still, So that's a good shout out there. Now let's talk M4. And the reason, guys, we're thinking these guys are just going to be focusing on Apples, but I think it's really important going into 2025. I had a colleague of mine, she phoned me up, she mashed up her laptop, and she had an Intel laptop, and I just said to her, if you have an Intel laptop right now, and you're creative, you're not very creative.
It's the truth.
You're just not creative, guys.
It's the truth.
You're still using old versions of Logic, old versions of any Adobe. You're not pushing your thing at all to the limits. Yeah, you love heat. You love to hear, guys. You are not, and this is the thing is, I said to my friend, I said to her, won't out her on the airwaves still, yeah. But she upgraded the laptop, man, and she, I think we're good friends still. You know what I'm saying? You know, so what she had Intel, like over there, I got an Intel 50, is it 15, 16 inch? If 50, yeah, big screen one anyway, still, yeah. And I said to her, listen, 14 inch M chip Pro, because it's got the connectivity at the side. I said, as simple as that, if you can get a minimum of the Mac of the Pro, you know, not even the Max. So I got Max, I'm a graphic designer, so you know, I fast and got the Max. But I said, if you get a Pro, I still using my M1 Max still right now on my Pro, and it has no issues, still banging out videos, no problems over. You get an M3 Pro like that, and you don't need the big screen. Take it down, man. Use external monitors if you need a big screen or whatever, you know what I mean? And you can get your Gucci bag and chuck your laptop in it. It ain't look good anyway. She goes, of course. But she's like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? It seems to be one. But the M4 chips, guys, but again, my thing is, if you're creative, sorry, you cannot be rocking an Intel laptop. If you're a musician and you come on my stage and you want to tell me about musician unions rates, stop using your musician union money on McDonald's and keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Invest in your tools. As producers and as this, we have to have the best tools out there. If you're producing on Intel thingamabobs, you're not investing in yourself. But I don't know. Am I being too wicked on people?
No,
bro?
you know, I mean, okay,
you know?
it's one thing when you see that you buy something because you've got no choice. So like before the M chips came out and like all the Max were Intel based, we bought the best of what we could get. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's no doubt the transformation it's made getting the first M1 chip and like every other chip since then. I mean, I'm talking about, even like the video editing. I mean, I don't do like short videos when I was editing. I'm talking about like 20 minute plus. So exporting an Intel thing will take like 10 minutes sometimes, depending on how big the file is. That same thing on the M1, I'm like 90 seconds, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm
man.
Done.
You want to do my podcast, guys? Think about my podcast, a 4K podcast, banging out, bro. Like I could put it on my M1 Mac Mini, But you know what I'm saying? Not especially, M1 Mac Mini, bro. And that's been my, what you call it? So I'm gonna use my M1 Max as my, you got two, you got when you want to just go switch over, it's a perfect switch over. But I'm looking forward to the M4 Mac Mini. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that M4, that obviously, I think they gave.
Talk to me, because this man's experience with the M4 life, you know what I mean? Man.
I think the release of the M4 it was more geared towards the new bring over for the AI. Do you know what I'm saying? I really think that because they're pushing the AI the way they're trying to do it. According to Apple, and I say according to Apple because Apple purposely designed things to make you buy what they want you to buy. But according to Apple, they are literally, some of the features that they're pushing out, you need to have the latest chips sets to be able to run those. Things.
Correct. So
if you're thinking to yourself, you've seen things in their event shows that they do, and you're thinking, I'm going to get that. Unless you've got the latest one, you're not going to be able to use a lot of those features. But I mean, okay, so I would say like this: if you're creative and I'm talking about like you're doing video editing and stuff like that, blah, and like heavy loads, the M4 will make a difference in your life. Definitely. So will like the M3 and M2 and M1s, but obviously, the heavier load, the more power you need. I still recommend the M1 chips to a lot of people because I know that they're just using things like Microsoft Office, basic stuff like that.
MacBook Air M1 chip is not going to kill you. M2 is definitely not going to kill you at all. So I would say that's an easy. People are rocking. My wife still uses harder M1. I still use my M1 chip. It's there. You know what I'm saying? no issues.
Yeah,
great piece of deal. My son still used. I've got the second generation. I bought the second generation MacBook Air. And my little son still uses it, takes it to uni. I saw him there, cost him to don't book it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, took it to Mac shop to get it checked out the other day. You know what I'm saying? Beauty of Macs, man, out here still anyway. But yeah, so we've got a bag of products coming out from Mac anyway. This hopefully, you got the M4s are gonna be reaching out there, and as he said, bro, it's really to do with the AI thing, Bobs. And Apple's Apple, bro. They call it Apple Intelligence. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, when it comes to the M4, what I'm really hoping that Apple do, and I don't think they're going to do it this year, is that they really bring back the Mac Pro, like the proper iMac Pros, bro. Proper big machines, ready for like big studio.
I think there's a will towards that. But didn't I send you that stats? Remember that stats? I said and the ironic thing is his stats. I sent Marx. I'm gonna you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
The sales, isn't it?
Yeah. So. So you got basically 51% of their sales are MacBook Pro. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, man. And that's why they changed them so much. You know what I'm saying? MacBook Air is 39%. iMac is 4%. And that's shocking, you know, because it's only just made a comeback.
Yeah.
Mac Pro is above the Mac Mini.
See, the problem with the iMac and stuff like that, is that when they dropped the iMac, it was when they brought the M1 out and they put the M1 chip in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they dropped the Mac Mini with also the M1 chip in it.
Yeah.
So now people which already had monitors just went out and bought a Mac Mini to connect to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which means they could save themselves like £600 or more, depending on the models and specs.
This is where the Mac Studio caused the problem as well, because the Mac Studio was a beast.
It is a beast.
It is a beast, man.
Dumb
you know
beast.
what I'm saying? And so for me, I wanted the Mac Studio, but I got stuck because I could see the chip problem. So I thought, let me just step off a bit. Yeah, I would rather get the M2, not Max, Ultra. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it doesn't transcend in GPU what it's meant to be. It's not quadruple at the speed. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit more. So the Max version of it is a great body. So we'll hopefully they'll really bring out let's see if they bring out the whole M4 family.
Apple, if you're watching, please, I beg you, M4 in the Mac Studio, or give me a Mac Pro, not like MacBook Pro, the actual Mac Pro. You want the big machines, you want the power.
Yeah.
I beg you. I said last year I wasn't going to invest any more money into another computer for a while. I say that every year, man. But listen,
man's confessing on it.
Apple, if you release that M4 in a studio or the Mac Pro, you can have my money. You can have my money. I'll give it to you. You can come knock my door. I'll just hand it over.
But guys, just sponsor me and give me money. You know what I'm saying? But no, what I'm looking to do though, I'm definitely looking to get. I like the Mac Mini format, and that's something that I would use as my flow. Like, you know what I'm saying, my side as my powerhouse. Because when you're exporting videos, guys, it takes up time, and sometimes you just want to leave it to it. I think it's great for that, and I would bring the M1 Mac Mini, still utilize it in my studio, and bring it as my main core recording Mac device, instead of keeping plugging in my laptop for the for my Rodecaster Pro, because what I find is really cool, because you can have two computer devices off it.
Connected,
you know what I'm saying? So you can have one which is just there for recording and set for it, and I think I believe the Mac Mini will be perfect if you just purely use it for that. It's got the power, and you just keep rocking it from there, man, guys. So that's where I believe. So guys, there's so many functionalities we can do, but we want to really look at Apple products. Do hit us up for things we want to talk about, how you want to utilize your products in there. As you can see, there's different ways of things of utilizing it, and I think that something that I think is real serious is that when you've got a lot of Mac users utilizing still Intel Macs and moaning about the prices, but end of the day, you want to be paid rates, you know what I mean? And if you're going to be a top level musician, a top level producer, a top level video producer, you need to have the tools to deliver.
To do the job.
You know what I'm saying? To do the job. You know what I'm saying? You can't do a good enough job. You can't mix if you're spending too much time exporting. You need to have that the ability to deliver. So one thing, DJ Marx and myself, who is not probably front end creatives, a back end creatives, and I'm not bragging about us, but our tech is on point. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at the tech in delivering the great gospel in the UK system, I don't see that tech. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we need to bring that tech in there, because that tech enables efficiency, delivery, consistency. You know what I'm saying, out there still. So we're out here trying to do that, man. So the Jordans that you're wearing, they won't give you efficiency. You know what I'm saying, to sacrifice the Jordans and different things like that, and it'd be great, man. But guys, watch out this space. We're just gonna boil out this little introduction to Tech Xtra. Marx, is there any shout out, any advice out there you would want to say?
I mean, literally just to echo the same thing that you said there. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're just going off to uni, doing basic stuff, you know, I would still up to today recommend just getting an M1 Mac Mini, MacBook Air, one of those kind of stuff. Creatives, from the time you start going into, like, you know, video or music production, audio, and stuff like that, move up the gear, get the equipment. My thing is this, like, the Apple products are expensive, we all know that, but Apple products are built to last. You know what I'm saying? You get what you need, and, you know, depending on what field you're in, you might not necessarily need to get something for another like 4 or 5 years. You can just ride that same thing for however long you want. Especially with the M chips now, they're built to keep you going for a long time. I mean, there's still some YouTube channels which are being built on M1 chips. So, and those came out like how many years ago? So literally, just think about what you need, get it, and invest. Because once you've made that investment, you'll see the productivity. Like Roger said, you know, even just down to something basic, export time, the amount of time you'll save, be able to run more project, more work.
It's crazy, bro.
No,
100% I agree with that there, bro. 100%, man.
I'm looking forward to the next Apple Watch. That's another thing, man. It's like I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my watch, I'm thinking, I want to get the Ultra, but I want to see what Apple do this year.
Yeah, but I'll be down for the Ultra. My brothers go on anyway. So yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wait. I won't put out there my brother's job anyway. So yeah, but just say that he's there part of the anyway. The team delivering.
The expansion
team. Yeah, I'm saying. delivering out there in tech world anyway. So yeah, but listen, guys, nothing but love. Get ready for the next episode. It's gonna be fun. We're just gonna go out like that. It's gonna be a bit more different, and we're gonna take it from there. But guys, but nothing but love. Myself, DJ Marx. Here we are. Yeah, man. Tech Xtra.
What's going on, people? I'm DJ Xtra. Make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Xtra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you know. Listen. Don't go anywhere, you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren, yeah?